Hello everyone, welcome you all to Siddhascharya's Learning School. And today we are going to discuss about AWS EC2 instance, how we are configure our first EC2 instance. Basically, AWS service are created on an instance that is virtual server. EC2 instance is nothing but it is a virtual server. It is a providing elastic compute cloud to create your guest operating system with several tools. So go to ec2 dashboard over here. In step 2 I am showing you ec2 dashboard that consists of several things like load balancer, elastic IP, key pair, firewall kind of stuff, and many more. So you can use ec2 dashboard to select or opt various region like North Virginia, Frankfurt, and different AWS region, then AG, then Edge, and many more stuff that is particularly belongs to cloud section. And second, you going to launch a instance. Again, I am repeating you, instance is something that is creating virtual server as per workload. Means suppose I am working for 15 days. I am creating my operating system for 15 days only. I am not anymore paying the facility for the 16th day. At the midnight I want to avail the cloud service, then I can easily available to avail the cloud service. EC2 instance means image-based virtual server that is providing guest operating system in AWS service that opens an area called AMI image. AMI image is the master image that is going to create several instances to particularly used operating system. That is your guest operating system for particularly virtualization purpose. So after launching instance, EC2 instance, you are going to configure your AMI first. Suppose here the instance is located to the North Virginia region. Suppose your location is nearby to Mumbai region. Suppose I am here in Gurgaon, so I can use the Mumbai region. But in scenario over here, if I am not having access, then I can use North Virginia only, no problem. Although North Virginia region is the one of the oldest AG availability zone or availability region in cloud-centric AWS cloud-centric regions among cloud-centric regions. After launching the instance, to create the master AMI or the image, suppose you have a register or notebook to create or to write your homework. So there are certain pages are there, and those pages are your EC2 instance. The master instance will be the same that carry all the another instance also, but the EC2 instance will be only AMI instance will be only one. If AMI is configured as per the need, then EC2 instance will again multiple bases can be created. Here we have 7 steps to go. Among these 7 steps, this 2 step is very important. Choosing of the EMI and choosing of the instance type. Once you choose the AMI and choose the instance type, your mandatory steps is okay, because whenever you format your system ever, then you see there are different types of file systems available. Once you are opting the file system, however, all the works for the format purpose is okay. In similar manner, if you are opting for AMI of operating systems such as Linux or Macintosh or every different platforms of hyper virtualized machines available with certain tools, capabilities, server. Here it is written operating system, application, server, and some tools are there. Second step will be your choosing of your instance type. Instance type is very important to opt your family type, because if the family type doesn't belongs, then how it is going to configure the computing power. Family type is basically for the computing power of the your HVM hyper virtualized machine, that is your basically AMI. AMI is the Amazon machine image. Machine can be resized, that can be upsize or downsize. For example, if we are using the general purpose machine, means we are using day-to-day activity. Suppose we are using HPC kind of work, high performance computing, or Graviton kind of performance, or Ryzen kind of, or gaming kind of performance, we can easily go for that. We need not to purchase that infra at our own side. So we can go for that. Here I have discussed following topics like general purpose, like compute cloud, or memory cloud, or storage optimized. Let's see. And general purpose, what happened? The cores are available depending upon the general capabilities that you can upsize or downsize, depending upon the memory and CPU power. And secondly we have compute optimized. Compute optimized means we are optimizing the CPU level, we are optimizing the CPU, we are giving the best optimization of CPU, CPU used at the best level, high level or peak we can say. Here memory at the best level means CPU can be downside, but memory is the upside, means we are taking all the advantage of the CPU. So we can go over here, or we can go over here. In machine language, in data science kind of stuff, we can go compute optimized. And in situation like storage areas or memory areas like SAP HANA, SAS kind of area, we can go over here. In order to make the website, we can go to use general purpose or elastic kind of stuff. Here, for storage optimized, we can go for which kind of system where responsive read means responsive in warehouse kind of stuff we can go for. And in gaming kind of cloud, we can go for accelerated computing and GPU and gaming kind of stuff. So these are the basically family type. This is very important while selecting instance type. Once the instance type and AMI is selected, your launch button and review button will active. Until and unless you are not selecting these two stuff, your this particular button is inactive. Why? Because you have don't any stuff to give the masterpiece, that is the register. If you are taking your notebook, then only you can write something. So instance of the virtual server or can be added on the demand pay per go basis, but AMI will be unique. Instance can be multiple, but AMI would be unique. So instance, number of instance are there depending upon the AMI capabilities. We can have public AMI also. We can auto size our or upsize or downsize also. We can use public IP address over here also. We can use private IP address also here. So depending upon the firewall mechanism, whether to encrypt or decrypt the particular region or easy, we can particularly configure our instance detail. This is just like a properties level things, where suppose I am right clicking on computer, my computer, and go to properties, then all the properties of the computer pop up. In the same manner, we are having the similar kind of stuff, VPC and all, virtual private cloud and all. These stuffs are basically used to optimize particular instance level stuff. If you go over here, then we can see a storage optimized. Or storage optimized we see means suppose we have a single hard disk or internal hard disk. This internal hard disk is your root, but you can opt for elastic block storage also. Means elastic block storage is working like a external hard drive where you have attached additional EBS volumes to be configured. Suppose I am creating an EMI and AMI. Here I am creating an AMI. Then what happened? I am if unchecking these two checkbox, then what happened? On delete on termination means when I am deleting the AMI, then my EBS and this particular memory will not be deleted. We have to go to that particular tag or the block area or the volume and delete the particular stuff. Then we have tag. What is tag? During the high level batch content like processing in bulk, when we are processing in bulk, then it can be easily identified and understood by using the name, honor, the value, and this kind of stuff. If I am not using the name key as a pair value, then how I can address or accommodate the web server for the particular instance type? And instance type is very, very important while knowing or identifying the volume type. So this is just like a token or this is like a identifier to check who is enrolled or who is not enrolled, or how many users are there, just like your users in your computer, just like your users in your computers. So tag basically do like that, ownership and many ideas about the pair value it is giving. So it is very very important while reviewing, while inspecting various solution providers kind of approach by the cloud side solution suites and solution providers. And secondly, we have security group can be your HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, your HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol secure version, or your SSH used for Linux. So these are the firewall mechanism to hold the traffic, whether it is public, whether it is private, whether it is a hybrid. And after all, we have SSH also to depict whether the encryption or decryption at a particular key level is there or not. If there is key level, means we have particular key. If you see over here, we have particularly key over here in adding storage. So if we have a key to the root, then we can access the particular area or the block, else we cannot access even the EC2 also. And that key is called PPK key or PEM key, generated after launching of instance for used by CLI or GUI kind of environment by AWS. So I think this kind of stuff is clear to you. So let's see how to. This is finally we have launched our, after reviewing, we launched our EC2 instance as well as AMI also, Amazon Machine Image. And after that, we have seen we have launched our key pair value by using RSA algorithm or ED20 to 25 or something algorithm. And I have given this key pair name, by which name I have to download my key pair. So this key pair is downloaded by the extension PEM, but PEM not accessed in Windows operating system. So how we can use on Windows operating system? So we can use it on Windows operating system by using PuTTY. So PuTTY tool is basically SaaS tool, and here we are providing our root user like EC2 user. Here you can see EC2 user at the rate 34 point something IP address, and IP address has given the SAS protocol, and we are authorizing all the details over here by using PPK file. So PPK file from PM file, the PPK file should be converted, and then the PPK file will be enrolled, and PPK file will be checked to communicate with the CLI. So in order to communicate with the CLI, we are using particularly key. So after putting the key over here, you can launch your CLI and do list of operation, like whether if you want to put your means design keyword or something like that, means like pwd present working directory, all the Linux command run over here. So this is particularly your, and here your EC2 instance, you can see it is written over here, EC2 instance is now updated or something like running. So here authorizing the public key by using the key value imported by SSH key, your Amazon Linux 2 AMI is on work. So this is your CLI, and by using CLI, developer can easily adapt to the functions and do not only the serverless capabilities, by also the containerized as well as virtual capabilities. So rather than to install an operating system, we are just enabling the EC2 for particular purpose of using Linux, Mac, or a Windows operating system. So over here, I think I conclude EC2 is one of the best tool to create your virtual server for creating guest operating system, and you can access by using GUI also. By using GUI, graphical interface, user interface, we are having our running mode, enabled mode, and different mode. Here if it is green means it is running, if it is a yellow means it is in waiting, or something red then it is stopped. So we have to check the instance and instance detail. EC2 instance. Instance means for how long we are using the virtual server, suppose like that, pay as go basis, and we can create our multiple instance, but AMI logic will be the same, because AMI is the masterpiece. Suppose you have a register or notebook, then you can write a notebook of a particular subject only, but there are different pages. So different pages have many chapters, but the notebook is separate of particular topic. So this is the particular concept regarding first how you are creating your EC2 server or sorry EC2 instance or virtual server for particular AWS service. This is like first approach of AWS service among all the 160 plus service available in AWS. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe my channel Siddharth Charia's Learning School. Thank you guys.